Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you so much, everybody. And let me first of all introduce you to everybody who's on the stage over here. I want to thank all of the elected officials, former mayors who have already just given me so much wonderful advice. All of the wonderful people who took the time to be here today. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you being part of this occasion. You all have been here with me, and it's so great to see all of you in as much as I can at the moment. I want to enter you. Shannon, you know, so grateful to have Shannon fly halfway across the country to come do this today. My former co-anchor on First Coast News. My kids, Danielle and Drew, you know Uncle Larry. You know Judge Sadler, although I think I still am owed my rap. It's okay. My mother-in-law, Margie Deegan. My sisters, Michonne and Tara. My mother, who you may not be able to see back there, I call her my little redheaded mama, or the redheaded wonder, and that is true in every way that you can possibly imagine. I'm so grateful to have you here, Mom. My Aunt Donna, who I call Big Donna, because we actually have 3 Donnas in the family. She's Big Donna, I'm Little Donna, and in the front we have Tommy's Donna over here. My kids, Drew and Danielle, and of course my amazing, wonderful soulmate who has supported me unconditionally, unwavering support and love, without whom I most definitely would not be standing up here today. So thank you, Tim. Uncle Larry, I gotta say, on this very historic day, it means the world to have you introduce me. My dad died when I was just 28 years old, and Uncle Larry has been like a father to me. His laugh is just like my dad's, a reminder that we're all connected. My great-great-grandfather, Jacob Hazuri, brought our clan to Jacksonville from Lebanon just after the Great Fire and became the first in a long line of small business owners in our family. Food is love in big Arabic families. That and arguing politics over kibbe and grape leaves at the Sunday dinner table. Eat, argue, rest, repeat. Uncle Larry is the best cook in our family, and it's really a shame that will never be passed down to the rest of us, because while he always says he's going to teach us how, he conveniently leaves out key ingredients of all of his famous recipes. We see you, Uncle Larry, we see you. For more than 50 years, he has owned a landmark restaurant in downtown Jacksonville. The Desert Rider on Hogan Street is the longest... It's the longest standing business in downtown. The whole staff is already addicted to it, by the way, I've already heard. Before that, he and my grandfather Rufus ran the Roosevelt Grill at the corner of Ashley and Davis Streets. It was frequented by the likes of Hank Aaron and Ray Charles. I could fill this speech with stories about the grill and what it meant to many in the Black community, like Willie Frank Lyons, who told me he would have never been appointed Jacksonville's first Black fire chief had my grandfather not hired him to blanch the potatoes for the grill's famous fries, but also made staying in school a condition of his employment. And do you know who appointed Mr. Lyons to that post? My cousin Tommy, the 3rd mayor of Consolidated Jacksonville. My dad, Don Hazuri, as you have heard, was an attorney in our general counsel's office and sang opera. I spent my childhood listening to arias from La Boheme to Pagliacci, but it was a song made famous by Mario Lanza called Be My Love, and its signature high C that pierced my soul every time he sang it. Beyond those memories, all I have of his beautiful tenor voice is an old cassette tape, and in it you can hear the audience swoon, or maybe that was just my mother. Either way, I'm sure my dad is leading quite the choir in heaven today. Jacksonville, this wonderful city, is in my DNA. My family, my ancestors are my guides. They've instilled in me a deep reverence for our history, a strong work ethic, and love for every corner of this beautiful, diverse mosaic we call Jacksonville. I want my children and all of our children to live in a Jacksonville that fully sees them, loves them, and gives them every opportunity to thrive and reach their full potential. Potential is a word that is often used to describe our city. Too often that potential has been left unrealized because we've placed the politics of fear over the bonds that unite us. As we celebrated on election night, I was overwhelmed by the convergence of people from across the political spectrum who, with one voice, rejected fear and claimed love as our way back. As much as I wanted to stand here before you today as your mayor, more than that, I wanted love to win, unity to be your choice. Conventional wisdom missed all the signs. The people were wide awake and ready for a new day. And this truly is a new day in Jacksonville. A new day where we demand transparency, inspire optimism, and embrace opportunities for everyone. A new day where creativity, commitment, and collaboration will define our city government. And on this new day, while I know I will be far from perfect, I promise I will do everything in my power to live up to your faith in me. In us. Now you know I can't do it alone. I'm going to need you to stay with me. I'm going to need you to do this with me, okay? As I have very often said on the campaign trail, we have lived a shared life, you and me. You have always had my back, with prayers as I faced 3 bouts with cancer, and with hard truths that have kept me striving to serve in deeper ways. It is my honor to have your back as we enter an exciting time in our history. A time when, like the days after the Great Fire, we are poised to rise. To borrow a phrase from Black suffragists during the push for women's voting rights, we will lift as we climb, creating a city that ultimately works for all of us. For so long, we have talked about our critical infrastructure needs. Our bridges, our roads, our bulkheads, our drainage, our septic tanks. It's time for us to stop merely talking and make the investments to fix what has long been broken. We owe that to our children and our grandchildren. We will lead on resiliency. It will inform our development and pave the way for smart growth. It is the issue of our time and essential to our success. We will fully fund our riverfront parks and complete the Emerald Trail. Those projects will add to our quality of life, along with a focus on arts and culture, and they will help us to ignite downtown so people will want to invest, live, and play here. And make no mistake, we will invest dollars into our neglected neighborhoods and bring long-ignored residents into our partnership for Jacksonville's future. Jacksonville has often left federal dollars on the table for other cities instead of bringing them home to make our city stronger and improve the lives of our citizens. That's over. Those are our tax dollars. We will be strategic and aggressive to bring back our share from Washington. I want Jacksonville to be a healthier city. Health, both physical and mental, is key to our economic prosperity. We have one of the best medical communities in America here in Jacksonville. Despite that, our maternal and infant mortality rates are the worst in Florida and some of the worst in the nation, and that is not acceptable. We must and we will do better. We've already fulfilled a major campaign promise with the appointment of our city's chief health officer, which I am very excited about. Health and safety go hand in hand. 70% of the young people in our prisons struggle with literacy. I am committed to lifting literacy as a priority of this administration. As I've met with small business owners, the entrepreneurs who create jobs and drive 80% of our economy, I've heard two things again and again. First, it takes way too long and it is too difficult to get a permit. It's a new day. We are not going to have people waiting 2 and 3 years to get a permit to open a business in Jacksonville. Same holds true with procurement. We make it too hard for people to do business in Jacksonville. We will fix permitting and procurement by streamlining the process, adding technology and people if needed. We will create a system that is accessible, quicker, and easier. Our goal, to become the small business capital of the Southeast during my time in office. We can create small business ladders to connect them to things they don't know about, like facade grants and incubator programs. You must care enough to educate people about what's out there and help them lift themselves up. It is not, yes, it is not about giving anybody anything. It is about making them aware. That's it. This is the Jacksonville that we can become together. How do I know? Because in a time of great political division, in a world that so often gives in to cynicism, despite the pundits and the proclamations that money and entrenched power are the inevitable victors, you chose love, the highest power of all. God's grace has repeatedly shown me that. I can tell you that. As French theologian Pierre Teilhard de Chardin so eloquently wrote, the day will come when, after harnessing space, the winds, the tides, and gravitation, we shall harness for God the energies of love. And on that day, for the second time in the history of the world, man shall have discovered fire. From today forward, I will use every ounce of my energy to harness the power of love we share for our city, to take down the walls that divide us and remove the obstacles between us, mindful that in those most stubborn places, the only way around is through. We will build bridges to the people, open wide the doors of City Hall, and invite everyone inside. We will meet you where you are, in your neighborhoods, in your community centers, and during town halls. We will remain curious, something I remind myself to do every day when I am fortunate enough to wake up. I first thank God for opening my eyes, and then I proceed to give thanks for all the good things that happened to me the day before. It's a practice I started during my cancer journey at the urging of my dear friend, Father Greg Fay. He told me if I started each day with gratitude, I would see everything in my life through a different lens. I always end my gratitude list the same way. Thank you for everything. As the philosopher Henry David Thoreau observed, it's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. As long as we stay curious about what's next, we will see the good, the opportunity even in the obstacles. I think you know this, but I truly, truly believe in this city. It doesn't matter if you live in Brooklyn, Brentwood, in Baldwin, or the beaches. Whether you are in San Jose, Springfield or San Marco, Arlington or Avondale, Durkeeville or Deerwood, downtown or Newtown, Ortega or Ocean Way, La Villa or Lakeshore. Duval. It doesn't matter if you grew up on Myrtle Avenue or you went to grade school in Mandarin, played on the docks at Mayport or the basketball courts of Murray Hill, or rode on the horse farms of Marietta. It doesn't matter if you are new to town or you have been in Jacksonville all your life. I believe in you. I believe in us. If we will only work together, lift as we climb, choose love over fear, and see each other's humanity, I am optimistic our beautiful mosaic called Jacksonville will become the masterpiece we all desire. Our new day has arrived, and as Bono says, it's a beautiful day. Don't let it get away. And as Tommy would say, so let it be written, let it be done.